As 2024 nears its end, we're left with both joy and sorrow. This year, we had to say a final goodbye to 30 stars who once lit up stages, screens, and arenas, living on in the hearts of millions. These were people who gave their all to the arts and sports, moving us, making us laugh, cry, and share in their stories. Some left us while their careers were at their peak, leaving us shocked and full of regret. Others departed quietly, leaving unanswered questions in their wake. In today's video, let's honor the memory of the 30 stars we lost in 2024. 1. Phil Lesh. Phil Lesh devoted his life to music and left us on October 25, 2024, due to age-related health complications. Born on March 15, 1940, Phil was more than just a musician. He was the heart and soul of the Grateful Dead, the legendary rock band he co-founded in 1965. Before picking up the bass, Phil played trumpet and pursued jazz, but destiny steered him toward rock, where he truly shone. For more than half a century, Phil Lesh and the Grateful Dead redefined rock music with unforgettable performances, long, emotional jam sessions, and the creation of a loyal fan base, something rarely seen. His improvisational style pushed music to new boundaries and established him as an icon, not only of a genre, but of an entire generation. 2. Sarah Dancer. Amidst our lasting memories of Phil Lesh, another star who touched the hearts of millions and left us too soon was Sarah Dancer. Known for her bravery and resilience, Sarah passed away on October 22, 2024. After a tragic car accident in Hawaii. At just 34 years old, her sudden departure stunned fans worldwide. Sarah was celebrated not only for her role on Naked and Afraid, but for the fearless spirit she embodied. From facing the wilds of nature to pushing her limits, she became a symbol of courage and strength. Born in 1990, Sarah embarked on her journey in the entertainment world with a rare sense of passion and adventure. She joined Naked and Afraid in 2018 and quickly became a fan favorite for her fearless approach to danger. But fate intervened cruelly, taking her from us too soon, in a moment no one could have foreseen. 3. Ron Ely. While Sarah Dancer symbolized courage and resilience in life, Ron Ely represented strength and timeless charisma through his portrayal of Tarzan. Ron Ely departed this world on September 29, 2024, at the age of 86. Known for his powerful, wild, and charming image, Ron Ely became the Tarzan for generations of viewers, embodying not just a character, but the spirit of a heroic figure from the jungle. Born on June 21, 1938, Ron began his acting career at a young age, but it wasn't until he took on the role of Tarzan in 1966 that he truly rose to fame. Not only did he act, but he also performed many of his own stunts, fearlessly taking on the challenges of the role. This dedication made him a genuine Tarzan, vibrant, authentic, and magnetic, creating an enduring appeal. But life isn't always a wild adventure. In recent years, Ron faced health challenges and, in the end, departed peacefully. 4. Michael Kelcourse. While Ron Ely was a symbol of strength and power, Michael Kelcourse brought us a different view of passion and genuine friendship. Michael, the charismatic butler from the show Southern Charm, left us on October 22, 2024, leaving a void that's impossible to fill. At 71, he was more than just a TV personality. He was a friend and mentor to many stars and fans alike. Born with a warm heart and an open soul, Michael built an unforgettable career, charming audiences with his intelligence, humor, and dedication. Michael started his career in the service industry, where he quickly proved to be an exceptional butler. Known for his impeccable organizational skills, he took care of everything, from preparing exquisite meals for parties to planning large events, always making sure things ran smoothly. His fame grew significantly after he joined Southern Charm in 2014. There, Michael not only showcased his management skills, but brought charisma and energy to the show, creating memorable moments and laughs for fans. However, life wasn't always smooth sailing. Michael faced severe complications from a spinal cord injury and later a stroke, which forced him to step away from the work he loved. The news of his death left many in shock and sadness. 5. Mitzi Gaynor. Next up, we remember Mitzi Gaynor, a vibrant icon of American cinema who passed away on October 17, 2024, at the age of 93. She was not only a talented actress, but also an artist who brought life to every performance. Her unforgettable role in South Pacific, 1958, captivated millions with her sweet voice and graceful dance moves, a defining moment in her career that brought her closer to the Hollywood spotlight. Born in 1931, Mitzi stood out not just for her beauty, but for her exceptional talent. She starred in other classic films like There's No Business Like Show Business and The Joker is Wild, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. Mitzi didn't stop at acting. She was also a singer, dancer, and producer, a multi-talented woman who earned the admiration of many. 6. Liam Payne. If Mitzi Gaynor was a symbol of vitality and artistic talent, Liam Payne represented resilience and perseverance, leaving an indelible mark on his fans and shocking the world with his untimely passing. On October 16, 2024, the world was stunned to learn that Liam Payne, former member of the famous band One Direction, had died at age 31. A sudden accident, in which Liam fell from the third floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires, left his loved ones in disbelief. Rumors suggest he may have fallen from the hotel balcony while in a semi-conscious or unconscious state, raising questions about the circumstances behind his death. Born in 1993 in Wolverhampton, England, Liam began his career with One Direction in 2010, a band that swept the world and became an emblem for a generation. Remember those early days when One Direction debuted in 2010, capturing millions of hearts with their catchy songs and youthful charm. With his warm voice and good looks, Liam quickly became a fan favorite. But his life wasn't all glitz and glamour. Liam faced tough years, grappling with fame and mental health struggles. He often opened up about his challenges, showing a vulnerable, sensitive side beneath the spotlight. 7. Burt Bacharach. Earlier this year, in February 2024, the music world felt a deep loss upon hearing of the passing of Burt Bacharach, the legendary composer and songwriter, at age 94. He was not just a music icon, he breathed life into timeless songs beloved by millions. Born on May 12, 1928, in Kansas City, Missouri, Burt created a rich musical legacy that spanned more than 6 decades. He's celebrated for hits like Walk On By and Raindrops Keep Fallin' on My Head, songs that defined an era. In 1968, he won a Grammy for Album of the Year and went on to earn many other prestigious awards. Burt's genius went beyond songwriting. He was also an accomplished conductor, bringing his music to life in famous films like Butch Cassidy and The Sundance Kid and Casino Royale. Over a career lasting more than 60 years, he collected dozens of awards, including 3 Grammys and an Oscar. But behind all the fame, he battled health issues in his final years. 8. Cissy Houston. While Burt Bacharach brought timeless tunes to the world, Cissy Houston became a beacon of family strength and musical legacy. A gospel singer and the mother of the legendary Whitney Houston, she dedicated her life to art and nurturing her daughter's talent in a challenging industry. On October 7, 2024, the music world mourned when Cissy Houston passed away at age 91 at her home in New Jersey. She was not only a powerful voice, but also the woman who raised one of the greatest voices of all time. Cissy was born in 1933 to a humble family, but soon found her calling in music. She began her career in the 1950s, performing with the Drinkard Singers, and later joining the renowned gospel group, The Sweet Inspirations. Her performances, full of emotion, were unforgettable moments in concerts, where she gave her all to the music, creating special experiences for the audience. More than an artist, she was a remarkable mother and an inspiration to Whitney on her path to stardom. Cissy witnessed her daughter's great achievements, but also endured the heartbreak of losing Whitney too soon. 9. Raquel Welch. Moving from the music stage to Hollywood's glamorous lights, we come to Raquel Welch, a brilliant star who left us in February 2024. Born in 1940 in Chicago, she quickly rose to fame in the 1960s. The film 1,000,000 Years BC, 1966, brought her international attention, with her iconic fur bikini look becoming an unforgettable image. The combination of beauty and talent helped her win over audiences in classics like The Three Musketeers, 1973, and Fantastic Voyage, 1966. Raquel wasn't just an actress, she was a strong woman who dared to break boundaries and establish herself in a world full of stereotypes. From her early days to becoming an icon, she faced challenges, including personal struggles. Raquel passed peacefully at her home, leaving behind an indelible legacy. Her image will forever remain in our minds as a symbol of strength and allure. 10. Christopher Ciccone. After bidding farewell to Raquel Welch, the shining star of Hollywood, we turn to another story, equally moving, as Christopher Ciccone, Madonna's brother, left us on October 4, 2024, mourned by those who loved him. A man who was more than the brother of a music icon, Christopher was a talented artist, designer, and screenwriter. Born in 1960, he took his first steps into the world of art at an early age. He was known not just as Madonna's brother, but for his own unique creative works. In 2008, he published a memoir titled Life with My Sister Madonna, revealing untold sides and truths about their lives, creating a stir in the media. But life wasn't always as bright as the spotlight. Christopher faced some of life's harshest storms, including serious health issues. Ultimately, cancer took his vibrant presence from us, leaving a void that can't easily be filled. 11. John Amos. In this list, we can't overlook another legend of cinema who brightened audiences' lives with deeply emotional performances. John Amos, the renowned actor, passed away on August 21, 2024. John Amos, the beloved actor known for his role as James Evans Sr. on Good Times, left us at the age of 84. Born in 1939 in Newark, New Jersey, John started his career on stage, but it was Good Times, debuting in 1974, that brought him to millions. His role as James, a strong but warm-hearted father, touched many, making them feel the struggles of life and the power of family bonds. Throughout his career, John wasn't limited to this one iconic role. Over 50 years in entertainment, he left an indelible mark with many memorable roles, from The West Wing to Coming to America. He was a talented actor and a vocal advocate for social issues. With heartfelt performances, he connected with millions, allowing audiences to feel his experiences. The specific cause of John Amos's passing hasn't been publicly released, but he had been dealing with health issues in recent years. Before his passing, he had been hospitalized due to health complications. 12. Dikembe Mutombo. Health issues have been the cause of loss for many beloved stars, and Dikembe Mutombo was no exception. On September 30, 2024, the basketball world was shaken by the sad news. Dikembe Mutombo, an NBA legend, had left us at 58. Let's reflect on the remarkable journey of a man not only towering at 7'2", but also standing tall in his achievements. Born in Kinshasa, Congo, Mutombo began his basketball career at Georgetown University in 1988. By 1991, he was selected by the Denver Nuggets, marking the beginning of an extraordinary era. Mutombo was famous not just for his spectacular blocks. He won the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award 4 times, setting a nearly unmatched record. In 1995, he led the Nuggets to a surprising playoff run, beating the powerful Seattle Supersonics, leaving everyone amazed. But behind the glory was a humble man with a strong dedication to his homeland. He wasn't only a sports icon, but also a philanthropist, building hospitals and schools for children in Congo. Tragically, brain cancer took his life. Mutombo's passing is a loss not only to the world of sports, but also to all who experienced his love and generosity. 13. James Earl Jones. Next in this video, we remember James Earl Jones, the powerful voice of Darth Vader, who passed away at 93 on September 10, 2024. Born in 1931 in Arkansas, James overcame a challenging childhood to become one of the greatest voice actors of all time. He began his career on Broadway in the 1950s, but it was as the voice of Darth Vader in Star Wars in the 1970s that his career truly soared. His deep, resonant voice created an unforgettable villain, with lines like, "I am your father," becoming iconic in pop culture. Behind that commanding voice was a life marked by perseverance. James overcame many hardships, from his difficult early days to widespread acclaim in the entertainment industry. The cause of his passing has not been disclosed, but the legacy he leaves behind is sure to endure. 14. Kris Kristofferson. Another seasoned icon of the entertainment world, Kris Kristofferson, a legend of music and film, a storyteller with a deep voice and a vibrant life, left us on September 28th at his home in Maui at the age of 88. Born on June 22, 1936 in Brownsville, Texas, he carried within him the adventurous spirit and wild heart of the American frontier. Kris's life was a string of remarkable moments. After graduating from Oxford University on a prestigious Rhodes Scholarship, he returned to the U.S. and joined the National Guard. Though he was a former guardsman, it was music that truly made his name. From the 1970s, he not only wrote songs that struck a chord with people's hearts, but also conquered Hollywood with bold performances. His timeless hits like Me and Bobby McGee and Help Me Make It Through the Night showcased his immense talent and left countless fans deeply moved. In 1976, his role in A Star Is Born catapulted him to fame, earning Kris a Golden Globe. But behind the spotlight, Kris faced significant battles, both personal and professional. His contributions are immeasurable, leaving a lasting legacy. His passing brings great sorrow. His 88 years were a harmony of love, passion, and unyielding spirit. 15. Maggie Smith. Another pillar of the film world, Maggie Smith, was a woman with piercing eyes, an authoritative presence, and a voice like no other. But she departed from this world on September 27th at the age of 89. Born on December 28, 1934, in Ilford, Essex, Maggie began her acting career in the 1950s. It wasn't until the 1960s, though, that her talent truly shone, marked by a series of outstanding roles from stage to screen. In 1969, she won the Academy Award for Best Actress with her portrayal of Jean Brodie in the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Yet, to global audiences, she will always be Professor Minerva McGonagall from Harry Potter. Throughout the 2000s, this role brought her closer to fans around the world, solidifying her legacy as a strict but passionate and enigmatic teacher. Maggie breathed life into her roles, with each line and movement an act of pure artistry. 16. William Friedkin. Continuing with the story of cinema, William Friedkin, a legend who forever altered the horror genre, passed away on August 7th at the age of 87. Born on August 29, 1935, in Chicago, Illinois, Friedkin was drawn to film from a young age. But it was in 1973 that he truly shook Hollywood with The Exorcist. The film was not just a phenomenon, it was a revolution, shattering every boundary of fear audiences had ever known. It earned Friedkin an Oscar nomination and made him an icon of horror. Before that, in 1971, Friedkin had made waves with The French Connection, a crime classic that won him the Academy Award for Best Director. Known for his uncompromising style, he always pushed the limits of art and himself. Friedkin's passing leaves a tremendous void. He was not just a director, he was a pioneer who dared to step into realms where others hesitated. 17. Paul Reubens. While William Friedkin delved into the deepest fears of his audiences, another entertainment figure brought unrestrained laughter and innocence: Paul Reubens. Reubens, who brought the world the quirky and endearing character Pee Wee Herman, passed away on August 5th at the age of 70. Born on August 27, 1952 in Peekskill, New York, Paul grew up in an ordinary family, but his unique talent in acting emerged early. In the early 1980s, he introduced Pee Wee Herman, and the character quickly became a beloved cultural icon for audiences of all ages. In 1985, Pee Wee's Big Adventure premiered, solidifying Paul's place in entertainment. The film became a sensation, delivering infectious laughter and becoming a treasured part of childhood for many. Pee Wee, with his gray suit, red bow tie, and whimsical voice, created a colorful world where the bizarre became possible. Following this success, Paul launched Pee Wee's Playhouse, a TV show that ran from 1986 to 1990 and captivated millions of viewers. Paul's passing is not only a loss for his family and friends, but also a heartache for the countless fans who adored Pee Wee Herman. He left the world with laughter, innocence, and a stage where the fantastical was always within reach. 18. Robbie Robertson. Turning our attention now to the world of music, we remember Robbie Robertson, the leader of the band, a group that's etched into the heart of American rock history. He passed away on August 9th at the age of 80, following a battle with cancer complications. Born on July 5, 1943 in Toronto, Canada, Robbie carried a deep-rooted artistic spirit from an early age, influenced by his mother's Mohawk heritage. In the 1960s, he joined the band, and his immense talent helped shape the group into a music icon, forever transforming the sound of rock and folk. In 1968, the band released their debut album, Music from Big Pink, which delivered a soulful, rustic, yet deeply emotional sound that rocked the music scene. The following year, the band solidified their place in history. Tracks like The Wait and The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down showcased Robbie's poetic mastery and elevated him to the pinnacle of his career. In 1976, with the farewell concert The Last Waltz, Robbie stepped off the stage but continued creating music through solo projects. Now that Robbie is gone, his music remains timeless. He was more than a musician, he was the soul of an era, moving generations with his art. 19. Mark Margolis. Turning back to the screen, we remember another unforgettable life, Mark Margolis, who famously portrayed Hector Salamanca in Breaking Bad. He passed away on August 3rd at the age of 83. Born on November 26, 1939 in Philadelphia, Mark devoted his life to stage and screen. With a career spanning over 50 years, he wasn't a flashy star, but his quiet dedication and remarkable skill took him to great heights. In 2008, Breaking Bad premiered, and Mark took on one of his most challenging roles, Hector Salamanca, a ruthless drug lord, paralyzed and unable to speak, whose intense expressions and ominous bell resonated deeply with audiences. Who could have imagined a silent character would become one of the show's highlights? Mark's meticulous performance made Hector both fierce and hauntingly tragic. Throughout his life, Mark gave himself to his craft. He appeared in iconic films like Scarface, 1983, and Pi, 1998. But Hector Salamanca became the apex of his career. His passing is a tremendous loss, yet his screen presence remains indelible in the hearts of fans. 20. Johnny Hardwick. After honoring Mark Margolis's relentless commitment to the role of Hector Salamanca, we turn to another voice that left a lasting impression, Johnny Hardwick, who brought the character Dale Gribble to life in King of the Hill. Johnny passed away on August 8th at the age of 64. Born on September 21, 1958 in Austin, Texas, Johnny built a unique career in entertainment. He wasn't a show-stopping celebrity, but his raspy, humorous voice gave Dale Gribble, the quirky neighbor with outlandish conspiracy theories, a charm that made him one of the show's most beloved characters. In 1997, King of the Hill premiered, and Johnny immediately captured audiences with his distinctive, laid-back voice. For 13 seasons, he breathed life into Dale, creating a character with unique depth and lovable absurdity that fans couldn't get enough of. Johnny didn't just voice the character, he also contributed to the script. giving Dale Gribble a quirky, memorable charm that was sometimes silly but always unforgettable. 21. Ron Cephas Jones. After recalling Johnny Hardwick's nuanced and heartfelt performances, we remember Ron Cephas Jones, a rare talent in the world of cinema who departed on August 19, 2024, leaving behind cherished memories and immeasurable sorrow. Born on January 8, 1957, in Paterson, New Jersey, he wasn't just an actor. He was an emblem of perseverance and dedication. In his youth, Ron nurtured his love for the arts, finding success on Broadway in the 1990s with The Piano Lesson. However, it was his role as William Hill in the hit show This Is Us that propelled his name to new heights. He won Emmy Awards in 2018 and 2020 for this role, cementing his place in the industry. His connection with audiences was undeniable, as he portrayed a father filled with love and pain that resonated with millions. Despite battling chronic lung disease for many years, Ron's passing left many in shock. He has left an irreplaceable void in the hearts of fans and the film world alike. 22. Arlene Sorkin. Also in August this year, star Arlene Sorkin left this world on the 24th. Born on October 14, 1955, in Washington, D.C., Arlene was not just a talented actress, but also one of the original icons who brought Harley Quinn to life as we know and love her. In 1992, when the character first appeared on Batman, the animated series, Arlene's sweet, energetic voice gave Harley her unique charm, transforming her from a minor character into a cultural phenomenon. Undoubtedly, one of the most memorable moments in Arlene's career was her work as Harley in numerous later projects, including Batman, Arkham Asylum, and Batman, the Animated Series. She brought humor to the character, but also an emotional depth few could achieve. Arlene's artistic journey, from Broadway to television, left a mark that will never fade. 23. Sinead O'Connor. After celebrating Arlene Sorkin's vibrant career as the voice of Harley Quinn, we now turn to another iconic figure in music, Sinead O'Connor. A powerhouse voice and passionate spirit, Sinead left us in July 2024, leaving an irreplaceable void among her fans. Born on December 8, 1966, in Dublin, Ireland, Sinead wasn't just a singer, she was a symbol and a tireless fighter for herself and the oppressed. In 1990, her song, Nothing Compares to You, took the music world by storm, lifting her from small performances to fame and deeply touching millions with its mournful, heartfelt tone. Sinead's career was remarkable not only for her distinctive voice, but also for her bold statements and bravery. Her act of tearing up a photo of Pope John Paul II on television in 1992 sparked strong controversy, but also displayed her unyielding spirit. Even at the end of her life, she continued to speak her truth, inspiring a new generation. 24. Clarence Avant. Also in the music world, Clarence Avant, known as the godfather of black music, left us on August 13, 2024, leaving behind a musical legacy that can never be forgotten. Born on February 25, 1931, in Greensboro, North Carolina, Clarence was not just a music producer, he was a true advocate for black artists. Since the 1960s, he had built his career by supporting young talents like Bill Withers and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, paving the way for them to shine on the big stage. In 1971, he founded Avant-Garde Music Publishing, a groundbreaking move that established him as a pioneer in the music industry. Clarence was not only a producer, but also a bridge builder, creating invaluable connections between artists and record labels. He was a powerful figure, one behind many historic moments in black music. 25. Magoo. Lastly, among those we remember today is a name tied to rhythm and creativity in music, Magoo. He passed away on August 13, 2024, leaving a difficult-to-fill void in the hip-hop world. Born in 1974 in Norfolk, Virginia, his real name was Melvin Barcliff. From the beginning of his career, Magoo teamed up with Timbaland, forming one of the genre's most legendary duos, with music bursting with energy and appeal. Their debut album, Welcome to Our World, released in 1997, not only rocked the music industry, but also put their names on the map far and wide. Tracks like Up Jumps Da Boogie made history and defined their unique style. Magoo was more than just a rapper, he was an innovator, constantly experimenting and pushing the boundaries in every beat. His sudden passing at 50 shocked fans and friends alike. No one could imagine that such a big talent would leave us so soon. 26. DJ Casper. In the realm of rhythm and sound, DJ Casper dedicated his life to uplifting beats and joyful tunes. On August 7, 2024, we lost him, a loss that left many in shock. Born Willie Perry Jr. on July 31, 1966 in Chicago, Illinois, DJ Casper stormed the scene with his hit Cha-Cha Slide in 2000, a track that became a staple at parties and sports events, sparking movement with every beat. Starting out as a DJ in Chicago, DJ Casper not only created vibrant sounds but also crafted a unique style that brought people together. Cha-Cha Slide quickly became a global sensation, beloved worldwide, embedding itself in events and celebrations everywhere. But his passing at 58 shocked the music world, leaving fans grieving. DJ Casper lived through his music, and his legacy will continue to resonate. His iconic dance steps and cheerful beats in Cha-Cha Slide will forever remind us of a man who dedicated his life to joy and connection. 27. Michael Parkinson. Leaving the world of music, we remember Michael Parkinson, an icon in British television, who passed on August 16, 2024. Born on March 28, 1935, in Cudworth, Yorkshire, he was more than a host. He was a storyteller who connected hearts through conversation. From the 1960s, Parkinson became a household name through his legendary show, Parkinson, which began in 1971. Known for his deep interview style and witty humor, he met stars from Muhammad Ali to David Bowie. Every conversation he held felt like a meeting of souls, leaving viewers with emotional tales. His passing at 88 marks not only the loss of an entertainer, but the end of a memorable era in television. 28. Steve Harwell. Returning to the music world, we lost another great on August 27, 2024, when Steve Harwell, lead singer of Smash Mouth, passed at 56. Born on January 9, 1967 in Santa Clara, California, Steve was more than a voice, he was the spirit of a generation. His energetic style and charismatic stage presence took Smash Mouth to new heights in the 1990s. Remember the timeless hit All Star, released in 1999? Its upbeat melody and positive message made it a generational anthem. We can still picture kids dancing, singing along to All Star at parties and events. And in 2001, I'm a Believer brought the band roaring back to life. Yet Steve's life had its hardships, as he battled serious health issues that left fans shocked and heartbroken at his sudden passing. 29. Jack Sonni. Just 3 days after Steve Harwell's passing on August 30, 2024, the music world lost another legacy as Jack Sonni, former member of the legendary band Dire Straits, died at 68. Born on July 9, 1955, in a small American town, Jack left an unforgettable mark on music fans. He wasn't only a talented musician, but an essential part of Dire Straits' career, joining the band in 1985. In their golden era during the mid-1980s, Jack, with Dire Straits, created timeless tracks like Brothers in Arms and Walk of Life. With a guitar in hand, Jack shaped the band's musical style, giving listeners a remarkable experience. The image of him on stage, immersed in light and sound, remains etched in fans' minds. Life wasn't always easy. Jack faced health challenges in his later years, and his sudden departure left the music community in shock. 30. Tony Bennett. It's undeniable that 2024 has seen the loss of many stars, shaking the music world, including the passing of Tony Bennett. On August 3, 1926, a musical icon was born in New York, and no one could have predicted that Tony Bennett would become a jazz legend. In July 2024, at 96, Tony's passing shocked the world as music lost one of its greatest. a heart filled with passion and melodies that touched millions. He brought sweet tunes to millions of hearts throughout his 70-year career. Who could forget the romantic ballads like I Left My Heart in San Francisco and The Way You Look Tonight? These songs weren't just music, but vibrant stories of love and life. Tony's life was a journey filled with color, from his early career days to becoming one of the world's most famous voices. Tony wasn't just a singer, he was a true artist, a storyteller through music. Throughout his career, he won multiple Grammy Awards, affirming his relentless talent and dedication. In 2021, he collaborated with Lady Gaga on the album Love for Sale, proving his passion for music burned on, despite the passage of time. In 2024, we have witnessed the loss of 30 stars, each leaving an unfillable space in the hearts of those who loved them. Each name mentioned brings up a unique sadness, reminding us that even the famous face life's unexpected turns. Although their journeys have ended, they remain in our hearts, continuing to inspire like stars that will never fade. Who among them left the deepest mark on your heart? Let us know, as we remember those who brought joy and endless inspiration into our lives.